So I'm here today to talk to you about nursing, what nursing is, and your routes of entry into nursing. It's a nice lead on from Leah, who just talked to you about opportunities within college. Well, I'm here to talk to you about, well, what happens after college and what happens in your future careers as nurses. So it's really important, first of all, to consider what is a nurse. Everybody, especially in the days that we've been having since March and the lockdown, you'll all have been outside on a Thursday night clapping for the NHS, clapping for nurses. We've had the International Year of the Nurse and Midwife this year. And so we've been very much at the forefront of everyone's minds. Everyone thinks that we, and we say we because I'm, again, a nurse myself, I'm a registered mental health nurse as well as a teacher, is that we consider all of the things that makes us a nurse. And so if you feel that you have the values associated with nursing and you can see them up there, that you feel that you're caring, you feel that you're compassionate, you feel that you're competent, that you are really good at communicating, that you're not afraid to take risks, and that you're honest, then we'd really like to speak to you about what you're interested in terms of your career. And you'll see these things bandied around when we talk about care and we talk about nursing all the time. We call them the 6 C's, values and actions. So how do we demonstrate by the way that we behave that we care about the individuals that we work alongside? It's a really privileged position, and one of the best things that I and many others have ever done is to train to be a nurse, whichever field of nursing that you work in. You get to work with people at the most vulnerable stages of their lives and see them through that. So if you're really interested in terms of working with people in very new and creative and challenging ways, then I'd really encourage you to look up different careers within nursing and where it can take you. One of the things that you would like to consider first is which field of nursing is for you as an individual, because there are actually 4 fields of nursing. It's not just the nurse that you see at A&E, it's not just the nurse that may come over and look after your mum or your nan at home. There are actually 4 fields of nursing, and they are learning disability nursing, children's nursing, mental health nursing, which is where I'm registered as a mental health nurse, and adult nursing. And it depends what kind of personality and where your interests lie, depends on what field of nursing you choose to pursue at university. And I've put some links in there that you can access at a later date that take you to our students who talk about their own experiences of working as a learning disability nurse, a children's nurse, a mental health nurse, and an adult nurse. So what's different about these fields and what can they offer you? Well, learning disability nursing is very much about being advocates for the people you work alongside. You would get to work with young people and children, you get to work with adults, and you will get to work with older adults and their families as well. You would have opportunity to work within the community, and you would have opportunity to work within hospitals and with schools and families, and there is lots of opportunity to assess people's real needs to help them live a high quality life regardless of what learning disability they may have. Children's nursing. So children's nursing is hugely varied. You work with people aged between 0 or the age of 2 weeks old and above to the age of 18. You can work in acute or chronic care. So what I mean by that is acute is emergency, sudden, short, sharp interventions with people, or for long periods of time. You can work within schools as part of schools nursing. You'd have a huge responsibility in terms of safeguarding children and young people. And you can specialise in a variety of children's nurses areas, including cardiology, oncology, so cancer treatments, emergency care, and A&E and trauma, and also orthopaedics, just to name a few. So the opportunities for children's nurses are endless. And then mental health nursing, again, you would get to work with all age groups. So it very much depends on what your interests are and where you see yourself as a nurse. And that's part of your discovery of doing your nursing degree at the University of Wolverhampton. You would get to work within hospitals and within the community. You could specialise in a variety of areas to do with mental health, whether that be in CAMS, so children and young people, more one-to-one counselling services, crisis intervention, so 24-hour care, court diversion schemes, so people who have a criminal record associated with their mental illness, eating disorders clinics, and psychiatric intensive care. So you can see that there is varieties even within these 4 fields of practice. And that goes the same for adult nursing as well. Again, it's anybody over the age of 18 right up to older adults and the end stages of people's lives. You can work with people in short, sharp interventions or people that have a diagnosis that affects their whole lifespan. You can work in cardiology, so obviously that's associated with the heart and circulatory system. You can work in palliative care, which is the end stages of people's lives and promoting dignity within death. You can work within oncology, so people with cancer and undergoing cancer treatments. Nephrology, so that's around your kidneys. Emergency care and trauma. Respiratory, so obviously your lungs and respiratory diseases. Colorectal, which is associated with your bowel and digestive system. And orthopedics, which is obviously your bones. And that is just a few. So as I said, really, you get to learn about where you would like to go as a nurse during your 3-year or 4-year degree with us. So why would you become a nurse? What's in it for you? And why would you pick this course above others? It is a challenging course. We make no bones about that. It's a full-time course. And we'll talk a little bit in a while about entry requirements and different routes of entry into there. However, you are training for a career. When you qualify, you will actually, achieve your degree. You actually don't just achieve your degree, which is great within itself. You also achieve a professional registration under the Nursing Midwifery Council, which you hold for life unless you don't want it anymore. So you hold 2 qualifications and you actually qualify as a nurse. So you are instantly employable. Many of our students within their 3rd year, way before they qualify, already have a job in their chosen area. There will always be nurses. We have a saying as teachers, and your teachers will have it too, that we often train young people for jobs that don't exist yet. Well, nursing is constantly evolving, but there will always be jobs within nursing. And we really want people that are showing those values that I talked about at the beginning. What's great about the course is that it's not just learning within the classroom. There is 50% within the university, learning through workshops, learning from clinicians. All your teachers are qualified nurses. And then 50% of your time you will be placed within practice, and you'll get a variety of placements, as all of those I've just mentioned, in A&E, in mental health settings, in the community, in specialised areas within schools. So by the end of your course, you really have made an informed decision about what area of nursing you would like to go into. There's extra financial support. So although you are entitled to a student loan by the Student Loans Company for your tuition fees and for your maintenance loans, there is also additional non-means tested learning support fund by the NHS. That is £5,000 to £8,000 per year that you don't have to pay back, and it depends on what course you do, depends on how much that you get, but it's supplementary financial support as you do your degree. And as I've said, there's huge variety both within the course itself and within the career. There are actually 4 campuses at Wolverhampton, and nursing is offered on all 4 campuses. You can see a few of the pictures there. There you go. open them all up. So we have a new nursing Centre of Excellence, March's Centre of Excellence at Telford campus. And if we weren't working remotely, we would have loved to invite you all in for a bit of an event there so you could see our services and get some real hands-on experience. And hopefully we'll be able to do that within the future. So there's a significant investment of encouraging people to come locally and work locally, and there's huge advantages to that. Telford campus will be offering training and is offering training in adult and mental health nursing. Walsall offers children's, adult and learning disability nursing. It is a big, larger campus. It has huge sports facilities there for our students as well. And again, has newly, well, I've lost my train of thought, but newly decorated and designed simulation labs. Wolverhampton is our biggest campus, and we call it City Campus, and again you can do adult and children's nursing there. You can also access the foundation year there, which I'll talk about in a little moment. And we have Burton, which is a really friendly, intimate campus, which at the moment offers adult nursing, but in the future we're looking to offer more fields of nursing there. So it depends what you want from your university experience, whether you want a larger campus or a smaller campus. And again, I would encourage you to attend one of our virtual open days. So how do you start then? So Leah's just spoke about, for those of you that were on before, Leah from Shrewsbury College has just spoke about health and social care courses available. This is at the University of Wolverhampton in terms of entering a degree. That would be where we'd encourage you to go to either get your A-levels or a BTEC level 3 diploma or equivalents to enter an honours degree for either learning disability, mental health, adult or children's nursing. We also require you to have maths and English at GCSE grade 4 or functional skills level 2, and that's really important because we will, as nurses, be using our numeracy and literacy skills continuously as part of the job. If you haven't hit those grades in terms of your A-levels or your BTEC, or would like another route, we do offer a 4-year pathway into these careers, and that is through the foundation year. The foundation year is a really good stepping stone into higher education. It helps you with your academic skills. It also helps you feel more confident with the subjects that you will be covering. And we usually recruit to a very diverse population, so mature students and younger students from all different backgrounds, so you all get to learn together. You would need maths and English for that, either grade 4 or level 2 and above. And you would also need to be the age of 18 still to access that, and a level 2 qualification in the career that you want to follow. So you'd need at least a level 2 BTEC for that. There is many other ways that you may choose to access nursing. For example, if you choose to go and get a job when you're 18 and then apply for an apprenticeship, there are many apprenticeship routes where you work and you learn at the same time. That's both for the degree and for a foundation degree that we offer. So there is a junior level nurse now called a nursing associate. You still are professionally qualified and you still get a foundation degree at the end of it, and it's a 2-year apprenticeship course, and we run that at Walsall. We also much later on, is you may like to go on and do your masters in nursing and get dual qualification. So that means that you could be a mental health nurse and an adult nurse at the same time. So I guess what I'd encourage you to do is to really look at what type of nursing you would like to go into, what field of nursing, speak to people, attend open days, do your research and make sure it's really what you want. Get some experience, and I don't mean that as to go and work in the hospitals, but get any kind of voluntary experience that deals with people and communication and interaction.
I'm
I'd
going to
just
have
like
to
to leave
stop you
it
there,
there.
Ruth.
No, I
Sorry.
know I could go on forever. Can I just say at the very first slide, there is a YouTube clip that I didn't get to play because I talk too much about nursing overall as well.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Ruth.
Thanks.
Really, really interesting.
Thank you.